Today we're going to learn how to use a menu to do different math problems. This first menu here is from a concession stand, and the question is, how much would nachos and a bottle of water cost? If you look at the menu, nachos and cheese are here, and bottled water is here. Most of us should be able to do mental math, but I'll go ahead and work the problem out. Our nachos and cheese cost $2, and a bottle of water is $1. Make sure you line up the decimal points and the dollar sign. Put your dollar signs in your answer. Because they're asking how much they would cost, that's asking you to combine them and put them together. So we're going to add these. 2 plus 1 is 3. Don't forget that dollar sign and decimal point. That's how you would combine items on a menu to figure out how much things would cost altogether. Our next problem here asks, which one of these 2 packs of pencils is the better buy? Now, most people, when they look at this, they say, oh, it must be the 6-pack, because usually the better buy is going to be with the package that is a larger amount. But it's not always necessarily the case. Sometimes you're getting tricked by buying that bigger package just to spend more money. So here's how you would figure out the price for the better buy. You actually have to take the total amount of money and divide it by however many pencils, in this case, there are, or however many items there are in a package. So for our first problem over here, we have $1.48 and 4 pencils in the pack. When I look at this 48 cents, I usually round that and make a nice even number. So probably a good even number for that would be 50 cents. But let's go ahead and solve this problem. There's 2 ways of doing it. You have the algorithm method, which is just the basic working it out of long division, or you could actually draw pictures. So I'm going to draw pictures this first time through. We've got 4 pencils, so I'm going to draw 4 circles. And I know that if I put 25 cents in each of these circles, 25, 50, 75, $1, that gets rid of my dollar. I've taken that out of the problem. The next digit, or what I have left is 48 cents. The next digit is a 4, and that's in the tens place. So if I give 10, 20, 30, 40 away, then that takes care of that. Now, like I said, a lot of times it's good to round, but in this case, we have 8 cents left and 4 pencils to give that out to. So I'm going to put 2 cents in each of these, 2, 4, 6, 8, which works out just about perfect for us. So to figure out how much one pencil would cost in this pack, or the price per pencil, you take that 25 cents and you add on 10 cents, which gives you 35, and 2 more for a total of 37 cents per pencil. Now for the 6-pack. The 6-pack is $2.70, and there are 6 pencils. So in this case, I'm going to actually go the algorithm method. Again, you could do either of them, but I'm going to solve it using the algorithm. 2 can't be broken into 6 groups, so I go 27. 6 times 5 is 30. That's too much, so I'm going to go 6 times 4, which is 24. You subtract, you get 3. Bring down that 0. 30 into 6 groups is 5, because 5 times 6 is 30. And when I subtract that, I will get 0. So my answer is up here. I have to remember to bring that decimal point straight up from the problem into my answer. Put a 0 to hold the place of dollars. And the price per pencil in the 6-pack is 45 cents. So in this case, the better buy would be the 4-pack of pencils, because they are cheaper per pencil. Now it's time to use what we just learned. I've got Mrs. Barker's Bakery here, and she sells muffins in the single or twin packs, 4 squares, or half dozen. The question I have for you is, what is the price per muffin in each of these packs? If you find the price per muffin, then you'll figure out which one of these is the better deal or the better buy. So go ahead and pause the video now and try doing the twin pack and the 4 square. Here are the prices. For the twin pack, it's actually 42.5 cents, but we can't break that penny in half. So we go ahead and make it 43 cents. We'll talk more about that in a second. For the 4-pack, it worked out evenly. Each of those would be 40 cents. So 40 cents per muffin in the 4-pack. Now I want you to watch the video here, and let's work together to do this half dozen to find out how much it is per muffin. For that 6-pack, we have $2.20 divided by the 6 muffins that we have. This will give us the price per muffin. Again, 2 won't go into 6 groups, so I have to go out to 22. And 6 times 2 is 12, times 3 is 18, times 4 is 24. That's too much, so I go back. 6 times 3 is 18. That's as close as I can get to 22. That leaves me with 4. Bring down that 0. 6 goes into 40 6 times, giving me 36. Subtract, I get 4.
Now what that tells me is that I have 4 cents left, and I need to put those 4 cents into 6 groups. That 4 is more than half of this digit on the outside of our house, that 6 up there. If it's more than half of 6, then I round that 36 up to 37. Looking at that 6 right there, half or more of that, if my remainder is half or more, then that 36 then would become 37. If it's less than half, so if that was a 2, a 1, or a 0, it would stay 36. But in this case, it's a 4, which is more than half of 6. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to the next penny, because we can't have fractions of a penny. The smallest coin we have is a penny. So my answer here is going to be 36 cents per muffin. Don't forget the 0 and the dollar sign. Don't forget that decimal place too. So there's a couple of things to be reminded about here. It's 37 cents per muffin, because that 4 is more than half of 6. Don't forget to bring your notes to class tomorrow, and if you have questions, be sure to ask them.